Hey YouTube, it's your girl Davina Love back with another video. Welcome back, welcome back. How are you doing, my busy bees? Staying busy, I hope. Keeping it sexy, child. We try to always. This is take number 3. Now please pray for me, this makes it through. We are doing a collab, the ninjas and us, you know, all of us ninjas that are involved, and Miss Gracie Lou Bargain Guru came up with the theme of princesses and the villains. So this one is our princess look, and either you're doing an inspired look or you're doing a rendition of it, what have you. My princess is Sleeping Beauty, also known as Princess Aurora. And so you know her corresponding villain is Maleficent, but that's from the next video. So we're just going to dive on in here because I'm going to talk about it as we go along. I'm going to put some powder under my eyes to catch up any fallout because, you know, your girl just did a review on a sponge and I didn't want to mess up my makeup. Also, I wanted to keep it as much as I could. If you know how Aurora looks, you know, she has natural rosy cheeks. And we've got the whole Lips of a Rose. So I'm using some Jeffree Star Unicorn Blood collab with Morphe on my lips and on my cheeks. Whew. I've got a Hard Candy dual stick. It's a dual blush and highlighter stick. I thought that was really awesome. Found this at my Dollar Tree. It was a new find. So if you haven't seen it, gotta go see it. And my look is based off of her gown, but the bipolar part of the gown, where the two, I want to call them queens, but the two fairy godmothers were going at it, make it blue, make it pink, make it blue, make it pink. So we're gonna make it, okay? I'm gonna pick a big old fluffy brush, and I'm gonna start with the pink side, and then we'll go back and forth. So I'm going to do a little kind of a smoky pink eye, my version of it, you know. How do you guys feel? Not feel? What is your favorite Disney movie? Who's your favorite princess? Or do you have a favorite prince? Because I was really, really curious about that with my daughter. So I asked her, you know, what princess resonated the most with you? And she said the same thing I did. She was Sleeping Beauty. And I was like, I don't want to say that's odd, but why? And she just reminded me of every little girl's, you know, sweet dream of, you know, being a princess. But then she told me to go pull out my grandbrother's book. And so I did. You know, I can't see nothing. So she read me the short story of Sleeping Beauty. I can't remember what the title was called. But I knew that if I didn't know this, maybe you guys didn't know it either. Because I was like, what? So for my pink side, just to fill you in, I'm using the Pink Kitty palette from the Hot Kitty line, which is also the line from Blitz Glam. And it's all these beautiful pinks and glitter. And it's got like three chromes in it. And then I'm using this Electric Blue palette from Profusion for the blue side. And it's got a little chrome moment too. So yes, have you guys heard of the real story of Sleeping Beauty? I had heard some little innuendos and little ideas from TikTok, but I had never heard the Grimm Brothers version. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I'm going to have to tell you. Disney lied. Yes, they lied. I know we don't want to believe it. You know, Walt Disney brought us a lot of the greats. You know, Mickey Mouse Club. I used to race home every day to watch Mickey Mouse Club. So I know my sister and I wanted to be on the Mickey Mouse Club. You know, every kid's dream was to be a Mickey Mouse Club member and then do the aerobic size that came out. Like, that was real popular back then. And I was shook. I'm still kind of shook. Kind of like, I mean, if I was monetized, I wouldn't be able to tell you guys this story. So, if you're sticking around, I guess you want to hear the story. If you want to make sure, because I'm only gonna paraphrase. I'm not gonna tell you all the inner deets at all, because I'm kind of like, you know, it's a little bit more than that. So as you guys see, we got a little bit of smoky going on both eyes. We're using the same brush. I'm only maybe going to use 2 more different brushes, and that's it. But back to Sleeping Beauty. So apparently, there's SA that happens in her book, which is kind of, like I said, grim. I mean, it is based off of them, off of their rendition of it. So it begs to differ to a lot of people, and it made me feel very, very, very uncomfortable. Just to let you know, I'm not comfortable with this story. After hearing it, I want to believe, you know, Disney didn't lie to me about it, you know. But I have to be truthful with myself that a lot of their stories are sugar-coated, you know, so that it can be digested by children, and the children at heart. So keep that in mind while I'm paraphrasing, okay? So, what happened was, the whole spindle thing is true. Yes, it is all true. She did prick her finger on a spindle. She never got to meet her prince, like, in the forest and all that other good stuff. You know, it was just, it didn't happen like that. What happened was, so after she had went and fell into her coma, they made her a beautiful, you know, bed for her and kept her all nice and cute. Made sure she was cute, and everybody died. Mama, grandma, grandpa, everybody. Prince Philip is a grown man now. His daddy dead. They all just there, you know. Not gonna lie to you, they're just there. But those who are older did die because she was asleep for a long time. So, I can't remember what the prince's name was, but whoever this prince was, he decided to go on and find him a place to sleep in this overgrown cabin, or not cabin, I'm sorry, this overgrown brush of a castle that was in the middle of nowhere. And he didn't know any stories. He heard there was a story of a chick up there, but he never went and investigated himself until now. And so he went and he investigated and he saw it was for true. And he had his way with her. Mind you that she is unconscious. And this is not right. And I see why Walt cleaned it up. But anyways, she ends up conceiving twins. He came back a few times, this prince. He didn't just go once. And, you know, he went back a few times. And he helped her deliver these babies while unconscious. And he thought, I'll just leave them here so they'll die and she'll die and it'll be no problem, right? Because, you know, it's all good. Who's she going to tell? And back then, there wasn't anybody who really cared. You were a used woman if you know, that happened to you. So, he leaves the babies there to do their thing, what babies do, suckle and nurse. And they survived doing that. And one of them was snuggling like a pacifier on her finger. And she woke up. He thought he was going to come back and see if everybody was gone and clean up his mess. And he finds her awake with her babies. That's not the end, but that's just as far as I'm going to go because it was really disturbing for me to kind of like try to tell you guys that. I hope you bared with me and understood. It just is kind of traumatic, and it makes it even more scarier, that whole, you know, fight with Maleficent as a dragon, slaying the dragon, and what that metaphor was. It really is. It's really, really like, boom, in your face. When you start reading the Grimm's Brother, you get to the metaphor part of everything that Walt put in Walt Disney Productions put into place, I should say. So, yeah. So I'm going to move in now with some liner. And we're going to jazz it up just a little. Because what would we be without a little bit more jazz, right? Give it a nice inner fox eye. I guess that's what that's called. I don't understand why a lot of the princesses didn't have enough makeup on. You know, Tiana had her makeup on in The Princess and the Frog, but I didn't see a lot of them with a lot of makeup on. And they need to change that, because this is since they're bringing, not to be just all political or nothing, but since they're bringing out, Disney has been, how do I say this without getting, not triggered, but triggering people. Disney has been coming out with a lot of truth, I should say. So they're showing the LT, I don't want to mess that all up either. They're showing the truth of, you know, homosexuality through it, but only a few adults are catching it. Not all of them are catching it. And I don't have a problem with that. Tell the truth, you know, but let me know what you're doing so that I'm not shook, you know. And I'm not shook about this. I'm seeing it as the times they are changing. If my grandmother and grandfather were still alive, I would be explaining it to them, because they understood how much I adored my drag queens, and they understood Drag Race. They shared that with me, and they shared their stories with me when my grandfather was in the service, and whom he met or ran across, and don't, the don't, somebody saying it out loud for me, the don't tell, you know, don't say, don't tell type of thing, was during that time too. So that was very interesting for us, you know. My grandfather told me that, you know, his little stories about that and other things, and I was like, don't ask, don't tell, that's what it was. And I thought that was so interesting that that's how he remembered it. And I had to bring him into the 19th century, I guess you would say, because it wasn't the 20th century yet. It was barely 1996 when he finally was understanding my fascination with the makeup and the artistry and the illusion of drag queens, actors, and what have you. You know, because he would always ask me why would I would take my son to Broadway shows and things like that, and I said it's very important for him to get well-rounded as a young man. And he loves to sing in the church choir, and he loves to dance. Like, I very, very, very overstimulated my eldest son with the arts. I mean, one of our favorite musicals to this day is still Rent. So what I'm doing with the gold trim is I'm drawing her crown on my eyes. So he still remembers that and loves the fact that, you know, we can share that with my granddaughter and her love of musicals. Like, my baby loved her some musicals, especially Bojangles, that came out when she was still very, very young, but still loves dancing to it. And now she's going to be 2. You know, it just shows you how time flies. And I just think that is so darn cute. It's so cute. So just to give it a little bit more accent, to be seen, just give me a sec and I'll be right back. So what do y'all think? I think it's a very simple Halloween look too. And if you want it to be cute, put it up here, your crown, and just have it on tilt. You know, because instead of having 2 crowns, but I didn't want it to look too much like Harley Quinn either. So that's why I wanted to give it a little bit extra black accent color. Alright. thank you all for stopping by and spending time with me. You know, I appreciate it. I really, really do. And if you're new here, hey, I'm your girl Jovina, and it's getting kind of hot in here. And if you like to watch, you know, makeup tutorials, try-ons, and newbies, and you know, things like that, you know, join the hive. I'm glad to have you. And I have a 300 subscriber giveaway going on, and very, very soon, and I believe this upcoming Monday, Mass Monday, if you're stopped by the Ninjas, we're starting our own little giveaway, and you'll have 9 chances to win, 9 different channels, and we're all going to have one winner, and we're giving away some goodies. So you want to join us? We're all doing giveaways too right now. I have my 300 subscriber giveaway. Miss Becky Empty Nest has her subscriber giveaway going on. Like, she's got 19 channels going on with her Christmas in July, and I believe also with Jessica, Just Jessica 75. So yeah, stop by Miss Renee, Beauty with Renee, and more. She's got every month. She's got a good giveaway going on. So go on and stop by. We will gladly have you come on in. And if you're not new here, hey, I see you. I love you, sis. And y'all see I'm glistening. So let's take these pictures, please, Mr. DeVille. And I'll see you all in the next one. Mwah. Be good. Bye.